that's what I really love about the art journaling. You know, the way that I work, I tend to do a lot of not planned work. So I'll I'll do like a lot of backgrounds, right? Like I'll do things like this where, I might be using brushes, although lately I do a lot of finger painting, and it's just wonderful because it's so immediate, right? Like, you're taking the paint or the gesso like right on your hand, and you're moving it and smearing it and smudging it and pushing it and pulling it all over the page. It's just this super it's like this experience that really just pulls you right into this moment. And that's where I find it's mindful and it's meditative, because it pulls you right into the now, this experience with these colors in this moment, and you're just loving it. You're just so present with it and so curious about it and trying to figure out, what does it need next? And there's this conversation that happens where, you're stepping back from it and coming close and really trying to talk to the art piece in a sense and figure out what it needs. And that's such a beautiful process. And and there was no plan. I didn't know exactly what was going to happen. I might have been inspired and felt like, I was really in this kind of yellow mood that day, and so this is what came out. And I could go back another day and I've got like this blue background going on, and like last night, when I came into this page and it had some stuff on it that hadn't really worked out, so I knew I was going to just kind of start by putting some smoky gesso over it, and took my finger and just kind of went into it. And honestly, I came into this piece and I was like really feeling anxious about some things that are going on right now, and and just it pulls you in this way where you just get into this whole other world. And especially I think given the way that I work, where there's no kind of set plan. I might sometimes have an idea or an inspiration, something I want to sort of try out, but lots of times I'll just come in and then I'm splatting paint and dripping in other colors, and like suddenly there's this deer skull that appears, and so this, like, my imagination kind of takes over, and there's this narrative then that's happening about what the deer skull is and what it's saying and speaking to me. And there's a mountain and a bird, and maybe like this is in the ocean, and like things are dropping away from the bird, because now I've come in with some gel pens and I'm just using dots, and I really let it evolve. And being in this experience of dwelling in the unknown and having it be an adventure instead of something that's overwhelming and frightening for somebody who gets anxious is amazing. It's this wonderful, fun experience. And that's how I use art journaling and the art to take care of my feelings. It's this experience of dwelling in the unknown and having it be a pleasure. And I feel like that's part of what helps me take care of my feelings in my life, is spending time here doing this. This book, is one of the best listeners I know, and provides me with some of my most meaningful moments outside of some moments with the people I really love. There's a lot here, and it's a lot about my relationship with myself, and there's a lot that gets reflected in here to teach me about what's good and what's good in me and what's powerful and magical in each of us. And that's why I love it.